This woman is not good.
Give it up to Raygun!
Just in case you guys are unaware, this was the first time in the Olympics that breakdancing was featured. And one of the people that was featured was a woman named Rachel Gunn. As some people like to say, Raygun.
She goes by Raygun. That's her breaking name. Stage name.
But here's the thing. She was so bad that she scored a whopping of 0 points. And because she was so bad, people were baffled to how she even made it to the Olympics. Because here's the thing, right? In America, we've seen so many dancing shows, like So You Can Think You Can Dance, and all these shows where you have really talented dancers. So a lot of us are thinking, okay, well, if there's all these talented dancers, how was she able to make it to the Olympics? So what happened is that people started making up a bunch of rumors. One of the rumors, I believe, was that her husband or her grandfather was like a selector, and that's how she was able to make it to the Olympics.
Raygun's Olympic selection was an inside job.
If you don't know who her husband is, look him up. The coach of the national team and the team selector.
I've just got information that Aussie breakdancer Raygun's husband was the judge that got her through.
This ultimately ended up being false. They ended up showing footage of her competing for the role. Some people who sided with Raygun also said that a lot of the hate that she was getting was just pure off of sexism.
As you just stated, the reports came out that it's false that she nepoed her way into qualifying for the Olympic team.
We have to explain that for some of our audience who might not know what that means.
If you don't know what nepotism means, you need to go back to school and you're stupid. Now, some people think that she got there from nepotism. And nepotism is when you are put into a position. A lot of times it happens through hiring into a job most of the time that you're not qualified for most of the time because of some relation. I.e., that's why people were saying that her husband or her granddad was part of the selecting committee to put her on the team to send her for Team Aussie or Australia or whatever for breaking. So reports came out saying that that wasn't true, that she earned her way fair and square onto the team.
Yeah, I mean, they showed footage of it.
Listen, if she earned her way fair and square through competition, how bad was the rest of the Australian
I was just
breakers?
about to say, she's just the best out of the worst.
They were all worse then. Listen, I'm not gonna say she's bad.
No, she's awful.
But she's not good.
She was awful. It's like that. You ever seen that old video of like this lady? She's like, this is what hip hop is. This is hip hop.
I'm gonna do this backwards, and that's what makes it look like hip hop.
And she's doing like the most awkward moves you've ever seen in your life.
So awkward. Oh.
This is the equivalent to if you would have told me this was an SNL skit,
yes,
or if this was part of I don't know if you guys have seen Malibu's Most Wanted, where basically it's about a white guy who pretends to be a gangster.
Shrink, blinkety blink. Try to make me think. Want to go to my sink and vomit. Clean it up with cum. Earth is my planet.
So he does like stereotypical stuff and he says like, yo, what's up? Like, that is the equivalent to her.
Yeah, it seemed to me like she was trolling on the biggest stage. What was that weird bunny hop, like nibbling jump thing she did? That was so cringeworthy.
Or when she got on the ground and was like this. She's bad. I'm sorry. She was awful. Her criticism does not come from her being a woman. It comes from her being bad.
Oh yeah, that's facts. That's another thing. People got okay. Let me not get. Should I get serious? I do this every time. I'll leave it alone.
You can get serious because this is one of those things that like it makes me question someone's intelligence if they're saying that this is a sexism problem.
Well, people
because
anytime there's a something that happens, people always want to jump and rush to
the most extreme thing.
An ism.
Yeah.
Like when not Simone Biles. There was another a black gymnast who lost some points and they gave the points to a Russian or something like that. And then her sister went online and started saying that it was because of she was black when they had given Simone Biles or when Simone Biles earned like silver or something like that. So I'm like, and the person that they gave the points to earned bronze. So a black woman took a higher level medal. Yeah. So how you say it's racism when they give a higher level medal to a black woman? They always want to jump to the ism. So now it's sexism.
But here's the thing though. Why is it hate when even the judges thought she was trash and gave her 0 points?
But that's my point.
She didn't even get 1 point.
She was trash. You saw how she danced. I won't call it that. Actually, no, dancing.
I'm about to say that was like
Well, dance is whatever you want to make it. Dancing's subjective, right?
But this is breakdancing.
That's true.
This is breakdancing, and there are some crazy good talented dancers.
Oh yeah, but it's still subjective. No, I mean, okay.
Like there's little kids who dance better than that.
Of course. I don't know how she got there.
No one knows how she got there.
That's why the rational line of thinking is, oh, she got put there not based on merit, based on family or something.
And her gestures didn't help because she kept going like,
oh my God, please stop.
Like I was like, are you repping your set? Like what's going on?
This reminded me of that quote that all publicity is good publicity. Because guess what? Her name is being talked about more than the person who won gold. What's the name of the person who won gold?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. But we know her name. So, I mean, she's getting her 15 minutes, whether it's from being made fun of or not. I mean, I don't know what's going to come of it, but...
No, I mean, she definitely made history. Because you got to think, this is the first breakdancing of the Olympics, and she's going to be known as Raygun.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Australia just isn't... Oh, well...
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard a lot of other people say, that their group is so small that they actually do it. And when you think about it, like, okay, breakdancing is something that comes from America, so... It makes sense why there's so much good competition in America.
I saw a video on Facebook, so I know it's true, of a video footage of Africans breakdancing back way long ago, or back in the 60s or something.
I took some of this from an African piece. In the African piece, it was like this, but in hip hop, it's like this.
So it did not originate in America. It originated in the motherland, and Americans took it and made it their own.
I mean, I don't know. I think I might have seen it. I'm not sure if I've seen that video or not. So I don't know.
You saw it. They were wearing like little kente cloths or something around their nether regions.
No,
spinning on their backs in the dust. It was dope.
No. I know they invented twerking.
We don't take credit for that. We don't call it that. But yeah, and back home they do like, it's like even the men, as you bend over and you kind of, I don't know. It's not my thing. But
so you watch it?
No. We're off topic.
You look disappointed.
You know, I don't listen. Okay. So whenever I think about breaking, I don't think about Australia. Okay. So that was my point. And nowadays, actually, a lot of these Asian countries, they're killing it when it comes to breaking.
The Philippines is killing it.
Yeah, a lot of the Asian countries.
Philippines, and even the I don't know where the Jabberwockies.
I was thinking about the Jabberwockies the whole time. They were so dope back in like 2000s.
2007, right?
It was a while ago. Probably.
Yeah.
Was it back 2007? Yeah, probably around that time. They were sick.
But I don't know if they're specifically I know they're hip hop dancing, but I don't know if they're specifically like break dance, because I know that there's like a difference.
You're right. They incorporated, because breaking is like part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Dancing, kind of, I guess. So, but long story short, the point is it's hard to believe that
that's the most talented. Yeah,
it's just hard to believe. It's almost like if that's the best you have, just opt out. Don't even send anybody. Why do your country like that? So,
could you imagine if the U.S. did that? If that was the best, it's like they're like, Chris Brown out the way, Omarion out the way, give me her, and then she comes out.
That'd be crazy. That'd be so bad. Oh.
And then she's like, yeah, I'm for the U.S. Yeah, like.
Yeah, it was very cringe.
That was bad. I told you, this was the best SNL skit I've seen all year. Yeah. This was crazy.
Sometimes life is funnier than art, or life is. You know what I'm trying to say.
I just can't get over that she literally scored 0 points.
I didn't even know that.
Like, that is the most, like...
Yeah.
If you ever needed a reason to quit, I think that would be it. I'm not telling her to quit. Listen, if you enjoy it, go ahead, keep doing it. But, like, if I got 0 points... Like, you didn't even get a pity point. Like, you didn't get a point that was like, hey, you were here.
That's crazy. It just sunk into me about how bad that is.
It's
0?
awful.
Ooh. I feel bad for her.
That's like you getting, like...
I don't, actually.
That's like you failing a test, but you don't even get a 50. You get, like, a 13.
That's unheard of. Unless you just write your name on the paper.
You get a, like, you didn't even show up for class. But you was there. You were in class.
That's sad.
That's crazy.
It's what it is. She knows better. She knows what she looks like. And she decided to go compete. So she got what she deserves. It's a 0. Shout out to you for even going to the Olympics. Like I said, we're talking about it right now. She is national news. She's international news.
If that was the requirement, I could have been in the Olympics.
You would embarrass yourself, bro.
I wouldn't go, bro.
I would just gone there and spun on my back or something. I probably got at least a point. I could fake something. I could fake something.
No, listen. If I got selected at that point, I would just grind so that I'd at least be good at one move.
Yeah.
So that way, like, they'd be like, he wasn't really good, but, you know, he kind of spun really nice. So, like, you know,
yeah. Just learn one.
I would have gotten credit on something. They would have been like, maybe 3 points, 5 points. You know, they would have been like, you know, that was nice. But, like, if I was just, like, all around, like, I was bad, like, nah, man.
Yeah. Like, what is that? How did she learn that? I don't know why. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to say, ultimately, I mean, I don't even know if I could say that this is a bad decision on Australia's part. If they saw this and they approved it, like, this was bad on their part. But I can't blame her for wanting to go to the Olympics because, I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, that's something that's going to go down in history forever. So, like, hey, if you want to go to the Olympics, I think it was a bad decision for people to make up those rumors because that's terrible. Because, listen, even though she's really bad, she doesn't deserve, like, false rumors about, you know, crazy stuff like that nepotism stuff, like, that's terrible. But yeah, ultimately, I'm gonna say that the two judges made a bad decision. She's bad. Good decision, bad decision.
I like the way you broke it down. There's good decisions should be handed out and bad decisions should be handed out. Bad decision on the Australian National Olympic Committee or whatever they call it for selecting her. That's a bad decision. You get an L. Bad decision on... No, I'll leave it at that. Good decision on the judges for giving her a 0. I'm sorry. You were just not good.
Thank God for them being honest.
They were honest. You know, and good decision on her because, listen, if you get opportunity, like you said, to go to the Olympics, take it. So I can't be mad at her for that. So, yeah.
All right, decision makers. If you thought she made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you thought she was terrible and made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. You're also kind of right. All right, decision makers, we're out.